Running out of options, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex find themselves facing a Christmas crisis because no one wants them. Hello, with all the regal splendor, we warmly welcome you to the Princess Diana News channel. Now, let's get to the video. As I watch this drama unfold, I tell myself that if this happened to another couple, I would feel sorry for them. They are at odds with family, their so-called friends want nothing to do with them. Harry and Meghan are therefore faced with a real problem here. Where will they go for Christmas? And since it's Meghan and Harry who are facing this Christmas crisis, no, I definitely don't feel sorry for them because, well, they only have themselves to blame. Of course people don't want to spend a vacation with a few crooks, liars, narcissists. Right now, the media is full of stories about what Meghan and Harry will do for Christmas. Some come directly from their PR people, others come from other sources. OK Magazine published an article titled Prince Harry's Christmas Pain and Tensions with Meghan over UK Celebrations. According to OK Magazine, the source claims Harry and Meghan are divided over the location, causing a potential Christmas crisis for the couple, the source said, although they have not visited Sandham since 2018, in previous years they received an invitation to the bar. The Covey year, it was clear to them that the door is always open during the royal family's special occasions, for the good of the children. End of quote. Well, let's think about it for a moment. Harry wasn't even, well, presumably Harry wasn't even invited to his father's birthday party this week. How likely are the rest of the royal family to want the complainers from Montecito to show up for Christmas? I would say very unlikely. And what about the invitation extended for the sake of children? Once again, which children? Please show us the kids and maybe I'll believe it. Personally, I think either the children came back with their surrogate mother or they never existed, but I don't think the royal family just wants to hang out with Archofficial and Invisibet. Then the source goes on to say that Harry has given up on spending Christmas with his family, but still wants to return to England to be with his closest friends. Quote, as well as being invited to Sandringham for Christmas, Harry was invited, along with Meghan and their children, Archie and Lilibet, to join Charles van Straubenzee's family over the festive period. They have houses in London and Lincolnshire. The source goes on to say that Charlie is Harry's best friend and also Archie's godfather, and the two recently reconnected after a few years apart when Harry first moved to America. I mean, what a bunch of ridiculous nonsense. Haven't we also heard time and time again that Meghan wouldn't let Harry become friends with any of his old friends? I'm sure Charlie is on that long list of people Harry can't talk to. I think it would be too dangerous for Meghan to control whether Harry was close to people from his past. I mean, how else could brainwashing be effective? And look, I know, Harry needs to be held accountable for his role in all of this, but at the same time, it's hard to deny that Meghan Markle definitely has a firm grip on his mind, if you will. According to OK Magazine, Meghan is the reason Harry hasn't accepted any of these invitations so far. Apparently, Meghan can't wait to spend Christmas in the States with her Montecito ensemble. Oh, right, the article claims that the Sussex's California social circle keeps expanding. And last week, Harry and Meghan traveled from Santa Barbara to Las Vegas in style on a 40-minute private flight with Holiday star Cameron Diaz, her musician husband Benji Madden and Avatar actress Zoe Saldana to see Katy Perry in concert. According to the source, they received many invitations from their friends in the United States for the holidays. OK. Last time I checked, Cameron Diaz had already come out and said they weren't even on that private flight together. They just made it look like that for the photos, which yes, we already knew. Obviously, that source is Meghan Markle herself, because come on. What do they talk about in their ever-growing social circle in California? Look, I know WME is paying these people, or rather twisting their arms, to take pictures with Meghan and Harry and show up at events to pretend to be with them. But let's be realistic. Meghan and Harry's social circle never grew. He's shrinking more and more because they're both so bad that no one can stand to be around them. I think Meghan is pushing Harry to stay in Montecito instead of going to the UK for Christmas, but it's not because they have so many wonderful options for where to spend Christmas in the US. It's because Meghan is afraid to show up in the UK. She knows she's going to get booed, or worse. Meghan knows that once she sets foot on British soil, her power is taken away. She can't stand it. He needs to keep Harry in California where he can monitor him better. Another problem would be invisible children. I mean, it would be very difficult at this point for Meghan and Harry to go and spend Christmas in England with friends. Harry's friend, and for some reason not bringing the invisible children with him? I mean, how are they going to explain it? And look, I know they have an explanation for everything. Usually it's a very stupid explanation that doesn't even make sense, but that would be a stretch even for both of them. This OK magazine source concluded by saying that it's not that they have nowhere to go. David Foster, husband of singer and actress Catherine McPhee, invited them for his long Christmas weekend. And other options are also on the table, but there seems to be an impasse as to which direction to take, end quote. Well, this little quote here tells us that all of this comes directly from Meghan Markle. I swear, she's a terrible liar. I mean, you'd think with all his experience he'd at least know how to lie convincingly. But when he says things like, it's not that they have nowhere to go, it tells us that that's exactly the situation. They have nowhere to go. But you know, they shouldn't feel too upset, because at least they have their own McMansion. They can just stay home with Doria and the chickens, smoke a few joints and, I don't know what they do, complain about Harry's family. It's clear that Harry misses home, especially during Christmas time. The source said Harry always enjoyed Christmases with a large family. It's a shame his children aren't having fun. He said no one could celebrate Christmas like the Windsors. He experienced this festive union all his life until he moved to America, and he really misses it. Christmas plans are causing him some tension because he's tired of being away from everyone during key milestones. I'm sure Harry feels pain having to see his family celebrating together looking happy while he's stuck in America with Meghan. But he only has himself to blame for his decision to flee office, flee to America and talk a lot about his family to Meghan. His family didn't force him to do it. He chose to do it alone. And now he must face the consequences of those decisions. And yes, one of the consequences is no longer being able to spend Christmas with family. If the royal family actually does this, banning Harry from coming for Christmas, which I think they probably should do, it's not even about punishment, it's about practicality. They can't trust him not to make up more lies about them, they can't trust him not to record their private conversations and distort them to make money. I mean, what do you think they should do? According to relationship expert Luella Alderson, this is likely putting a strain on the marriage. He said that given Harry and Meghan have spent the last 4 Christmases outside the UK, it is understandable that Harry would want to return home for the holidays. It's also no surprise that talking about their plans could cause tension between him and Meghan. Many couples have difficulty reaching an agreement on this subject. He concludes by saying that this is still Harry's house. But after Meghan's negative experiences in the UK, it's only natural that she wants to distance herself and spend quality time with the people she loves. Any feelings of anger and negativity he harbors need to be considered and respected by Harry when planning their Christmas together. That's it for the video. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share with those interested. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our latest content. Thanks for joining us, have a great day, and stay tuned for upcoming videos.